From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Live from the CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. We begin tonight in Oakland, where police have brought in extra officers to deal with the illegal sideshows. But no matter how much they say they're cracking down, we still see scenes like this one. Fireworks going off and cars lit on fire. And business owners in the area say they are fed up. Jose Martinez reports.
Oakland residents woke up to a scene of destruction and chaos this morning right here on the corner of Oak Street and 10th Street following a violent night of sideshow activity. This is what the corner of 10th and Oak Streets in Oakland looked like this Saturday morning, but last night, a completely different and chaotic scene. This is the exact moment when a sideshow turned into a war zone. You can see how a car was set on fire. It all happened around 1 a.m. right across the street from the Oakland Museum of California. Naren Kuma is the manager of Corner Grocery, located just a few steps away from the scene.
When I came in the early morning, then I'm in the store, then someone told me that what happened there in outside.
Naren told me that he saw a lot of police activity and the burnt car was there. He says incidents like these are not new, but he's glad he closed the store before midnight last night.
Yeah, it's scared now. It's scared.
Oakland police responded to the sideshow activity and set up a perimeter of several blocks around the place. As crowds watched the vehicle burn, a masked individual was seen getting into a Subaru, which he then used to ram the burning vehicle. The police say there were multiple illegal sideshows throughout the city last night. We contacted them for an interview, but they provided a statement saying that it's all part of an investigation after receiving multiple calls reporting the chaos, and they are working to identify those responsible for the violence and property damage. Meanwhile, Naren tells me now they would have to deal with all of this mess on the streets, hoping it won't happen again. And Narek tells me that the situation here in this part of Oakland is getting complicated. He is expecting more police officers patrolling this area, especially at night.
And taking a live look outside, a soggy start to the day, but the rain is starting to move out a little bit. Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Darren Peck with when the next round of rain heads our way.
Monday morning. And there's not going to be a lot to that one, Andrea, but technically there's another one coming Monday morning. We're going to look at that in the complete First Alert forecast. But first, let's talk about Saturday. That's what it looks like now. There's lightning with this in the Central Valley, and it's dropped several inches, almost like 9-10 inches of snow up at the passes in the Sierra. But in terms of what's going on here at home, things are really winding down and clearing out. And if we switch over into the Futurecast, you're going to see we don't even really detect any more rain showers on this. Doesn't mean you won't still have a stray shower from now through about, say, 8 or 9 o'clock. And then tomorrow, you're going to have clear skies. And did you see what just showed up there on Monday morning? There's another one that's going to come in on Monday morning. It's a very weak cold front that wants to give us a drop of rain. It doesn't amount to much. That's what it looks like right now. How did we do so far for rain? Pretty good. In the last 24 hours, Santa Rosa and San Jose got 0.3 of an inch of rain. We almost got 1/4 of an inch of rain in Oakland. That is the system that's going to try and bring us more rain on Monday. That's the aim. It's not bad, but you saw what it looked like. We're going to slow that down in the complete First Alert forecast. I'll show you just how likely it is your Monday gets rained on. And we'll also look at Sunday in more detail for daytime highs as well. I'll see you in a few minutes, guys. Back to you.
Negotiations continue between the Oakland Teachers Union and the school district. More than 3,000 teachers in Oakland have been on strike since Thursday, saying the district is not bargaining in good faith on its new contract. Teachers are asking for higher pay, smaller classes, and more resources for students.
We're waiting for them to get the ultimate authority to engage us on all those topics. But as we wait for them, we're ready to counter and go throughout the weekend to try to reach a tentative agreement.
There's no end date set for the strike. Douglas says the union's fight goes beyond compensation, and they're willing to wait for full ranges of topics to be addressed.
A live look now at the Oakland Coliseum. NBC Sports Bay Area has suspended Oakland A's TV announcer Glenn Kuiper for uttering a racial slur on air last night. The network says Kuiper will be off air until a review of this incident is completed. He was talking about visiting the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City yesterday, but it sounded like he used the N-word to describe the museum during the pregame. About an hour later during the broadcast, Kuiper had this to say.
little bit earlier in the show, I said something didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, and I just wanted to apologize if it sounded different than I meant it to be said.
The A's issued a statement calling Kuiper's language unacceptable and said they are working to address the situation. Today, the president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, Bob Kendrick, released a statement saying the N-word has no place in society. But Kendrick added, quote, "While I don't pretend to know Glenn's heart, I do know that my heart is one of forgiveness. I hope all of you will find it in yourselves to do the same." He also said Kuiper was genuinely excited to be at the museum yesterday.
Right now in Oakland, California's Reparations Task Force is voting on a number of measures to adopt that will eventually be presented to state lawmakers as a recommendation. One issue is whether they will accept a financial estimate of damages owed to each Californian descendant of slavery of $1.2 million. Earlier today, activists wanted hundreds of millions of dollars per person. Other details up for vote include a formal apology by the state.
The atrocities committed against Black Americans are undeniable, and reparations are a tangible route to acknowledging and making amends to the glaring economic and social impacts, generational impacts of slavery and systemic racism.
Regardless of what the task force votes on, it has no budgetary or legislative power. It's up to the state to decide how, if at all, to implement reparations. Now at 6:30, King Charles III has been crowned as Britain's new monarch. It has been almost 70 years since the last coronation.
So for most British people, this is the first time they've ever experienced something like this. That also goes for CBS News' Tina Krause. She joins us live from London with what it was like to witness the spectacle. Tina?
Brian and Andrea, well, this was Britain's biggest royal celebration in 70 years, and it was a showstopper, marking a pivotal moment in the future of the monarchy. The ceremony inside Westminster Abbey, the coronation in Westminster Abbey behind me, it wasn't reserved just for royals and heads of state. There were everyday people, hundreds of community workers and volunteers who were given a seat to witness history. It's the crowning moment King Charles III has waited his entire life for. Charles sat on the 700-year-old oak coronation chair in Westminster Abbey as the dazzling St. Edward's crown was placed on his head.
God save the King! God save the King!
I come not to be served, but to serve.
The King completed his 7-decade journey from heir to monarch in his grandest coronation carriage, the Gold State Coach. It rolled through the heart of London on a rainy Saturday, giving delighted crowds a glimpse of history in the making.
To be singing God Save the King is really incredible.
King Charles wasn't the only one crowned at the 2-hour coronation here at Westminster Abbey. His wife Camilla is now Queen.
May thy servant Camilla, who wears this crown, be filled by thine abundant grace and with all princely virtues.
King Charles's coronation was filled with ritual, embracing ancient tradition.
Receive the royal scepter, the ensign of kingly power and justice.
The king was just 4 years old when he watched his mother, Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953. Saturday, his own children celebrated his, including heir to the throne Prince William and his brother Harry. The younger prince headed back to the U.S. after the ceremony. Later, as Royal Air Force jets flew past, the new king and queen waved from the balcony of Buckingham Palace. For Charles and Camilla, the historic event is the culmination of a controversial love story spanning 5 decades. Celebrations continue throughout this long holiday weekend. Tomorrow night out in Windsor at the Castle, there's a big coronation concert planned featuring music legend Lionel Richie and pop star Katy Perry. And throughout the weekend, pubs around the country are being allowed to stay open for 2 extra hours so people can say cheers to Charles. In fact, he even had his own beer brewed, Return of the King, for the coronation. I might have to crack this open. This is my last live shot after all.
Oh, great.
Knock yourself
Let
out,
me know
yeah.
how it is. Love to see
And
that.
let's hope it all ends up better for Charles
Thanks,
III than it did for Charles I. back in the day. Tina Krause from London, thanks very much. People in San Jose set their alarm clocks very early this Saturday morning. They gathered at San Jose's Britannia pub for a festive coronation breakfast. This is at 3 a.m., by the way. The Brit style celebrated a full British breakfast with coffee and tea, a souvenir mug, bingo, and more. And in San Francisco, people celebrated the coronation with some afternoon tea at Crown and Crumpet. Some customers showed up wearing hair accessories similar to the royals. The tea room has thrown several watch parties for the royal events in the past, but the owner says this one was a little different.
First one for 70 years, so not many people alive have actually experienced another coronation. It's always really special that people, particularly Americans, come and celebrate with me as an Englishman.
We all used to be one once upon a time. People enjoying the watch party also had a chance to take photos next to a cardboard cutout of King Charles and Queen Camilla.
We're following a developing story out of the Dallas area where police shot and killed a gunman who opened fire at an outlet mall. Police say multiple victims were killed, but they haven't said how many. At least 9 people were taken to a nearby hospital. And closer to home, police in Chico are investigating a mass shooting that happened at a house party early this morning. A 17-year-old girl died and 5 others were injured. The shots rang out about 3 o'clock in the morning outside of a house on Columbus Avenue. That is just north of the Chico State University. All 6 victims of the shooting are ages between 17 and 21. Police say they had arrested a man at that same house for a shooting that happened earlier in the night at another party.
We know that that suspect was detained and arrested by officers and was in custody when the shooting on Columbus Avenue occurred. However, we don't know if there's other involved.
Authorities are still investigating whether the 2 incidents are connected in any way.
San Mateo County officials held a gun buyback event in South San Francisco this morning. People had the opportunity to drop off firearms of any kind, no questions asked, in exchange for cash. People got between $50 and $200 a gun. Local authorities tell us a total of 264 firearms were collected, including 9 assault weapons and 4 ghost guns.
This gun buyback event is simply a safe place to turn in a unused firearm, unwanted firearm, unsecured firearm, and get some money in return for it.
Another buyback planned for later this year in December.
Today, it's Free Comic Book Day. All over the world, comic book stores give away free comic books. Isotope Comics in Hayes Valley was pretty excited.
The greatest moment in my job is when you get to start somebody out on the journey of comics. I just love that. I love being the Sherpa who helps carry them over the mountain. I think it's one of the greatest storytelling mediums of all time.
I love his energy. The first Saturday in May is always Free Comic Book Day.
The man who famously characterized broadcast television as a vast wasteland has died. Newton Minow was head of the FCC during the Kennedy administration. He was speaking at the time to the National Association of Broadcasters in 1961, back when television was the only video game in town. He invited TV executives to force themselves to actually watch their own stations for 24 hours to see if they didn't agree with them. He said a broadcast license was an enormous gift from the government to the networks, and that brought with it a huge responsibility to the country. Newton Minow was 97 years old. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 11.
Until then, the news continues streaming on CBS News Bay Area.